Flies can be a huge problem for animals at farms or at sanctuaries. Flies can prevent animals from grazing peacefully or cause them to come inside the barn and spend the whole day there, trying to seek refuge. Flies will avoid dark places, and this is why the cows will come inside during the day in the summertime and go out to graze at night. I've had people suggest that I should put window screens on the barn to prevent the flies from coming inside. But the truth is that flies will lay their eggs inside the barn in wet bedding. The best chance you have to reduce the number of flies your animals have to deal with is to carefully manage the environment in and around your barn. Here are a few strategies that have been useful for me. First, use sawdust as bedding if you can possibly get a hold of it. Flies don't like to lay their eggs in sawdust. It's also a very comfortable place for the cows to lie down on. It helps absorb the urine in the winter, and thus it keeps the cows dry and warm. Second, avoid overflowing water troughs. I recommend watering units that drain out after each use. This way there's no freezing in the winter, no wet bedding underneath of them for flies to breed in during the summer. It also saves on water usage. There are two brands. One is called Drinking Post, and another is Bara Bara Horse Waterers. There may be others. Third, in the spring, scrape up the leftover hay from the place where you fed the animals over the winter. This can be a big breeding ground for flies. Fourth, keep your manure pile all in one place. Keep your compost pile hot and active, and that way it is too hot for the fly larvae to hatch. Fifth, buy fly parasites. These are tiny parasitic wasps that eat fly larvae before they can become fully developed flies. Spread them in any wet areas around your barn, especially places where the cows can't trample them. 6. Get fly traps. Each fly that gets caught is many eggs that cannot develop to bite your cows. 7. Use odor spray on the urine areas. These sprays will break down the ammonia, and that is what attracts the flies into the barn. Hopefully, these strategies will help you and your animals to have a more peaceful summer.